You're listening to the Quint's podcast.
Hi, I'm Vishnu Gopinath, and you're listening to a special edition of the Big Story podcast. We are doing this episode because the Union Budget 2020-2021 was released today, and there's a lot that we need to know about.
Under the new regime, sir, an individual shall be required to pay tax at the reduced rate of 10% for income between 5 lakhs to 7.5 lakhs against the prevailing 20%.
I'm joined today by Priyanka Sambhav, who's a consumer expert. Hi, Priyanka.
Hi Vishnu, how are you doing? Did you like the budget? First question to you.
Oh my goodness, I have a lot of thoughts on the budget. In fact, let's get right into it. So, Priyanka, right off the bat, off the top of your head, how do you feel about this budget? What are your thoughts?
Well, there were a lot of expectation, Vishnu, given the kind of economic slowdown that we are facing right now. And so, with so much of expectation, taxpayers expected a big tax cut. So, what I see, what I understand, they have done a lot. But after doing a lot, also nothing is coming into our hands. So I'm a bit disappointed because I think this was the time when FM could have come out with something. I don't see any announcement related to jobs, which is really hurtful for me because I thought they will talk something about that. Then as far as tax cuts are concerned, they're showing us a big picture, but what's coming in our hand is not so good.
What do you mean? Because as far as what you've seen from the new tax regime, it seems like they are reduced tax rates overall. So what exactly do you mean?
So there is a catch here. They have reduced the tax. That's what I said. They have done a lot. But despite doing a lot, our hands are going to be empty, or rather we'll end up paying more tax because this is a new regime. It's an optional scheme where if people want to switch to a new regime or they want to still stick to the old regime. So the difference is if you go to the new regime, you will let go of all the exemption and the deductions that you were getting till now. So these exemptions and deduction what we had, they also prompted us, towards saving. And now the government is saying that don't save, just take all the money, and yeah, there have been a lot of talks that people should get more purchasing power in their hands. But then you just can't let go of savings like that. An option is given if you want to shift to the new regime from the next assessment year, 2021. The point is you will let go of all the deductions. And by all the deduction, I mean ATC deduction, wherein we were, buying insurance, we were saving for our EPF, things like that. We are totally going to give that up. We are going to give up our ATD, the health insurance. You have to give up your Section 24 home loan interest chhoot deduction that you were getting for that home loan interest deduction under Section 24. Plus, you have to let go of HRA, LTC, family pension. So there are a lot of things that you have to let go of to get a flat lower rate, which I expected them to come. But then this letting go of so many exemptions. So when you add up the final tax, in my calculation, sometimes we are paying more. Would you want to go through my calculation?
In fact, before we dive into the calculations, for some of our listeners who haven't actually followed the budget and want to know what the revised tax rates, in fact, revised tax rates and revised tax slabs look like, I'm going to quickly go over them with Priyanka right now.
Want to hear the rest of this podcast? Check out the link to the full episode in the description below and follow the Quint on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, JioSaavn and all other platforms we are on.